Hey YouTube, Repo Man 64 headed to work. I just watched a video yesterday. His name is Watchman Adam. I really like this guy, and I want to plug his channel because from what I gather from Adam is that he is on his quest of understanding the Bible, and it's so awesome to watch him as he stumbles upon new details and new information, and he's studying really hard, and he is that brand new Christian on fire for the Lord, trying to figure stuff out. And he brought out a video yesterday about how he did some math, and I guess somebody maybe helped him. I can't remember what he said exactly, but he's done the math, and we're not in the year 5781. According to him, we're in the year 5994, and that's the 6,000 years. The day is like a 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. And I've thought about that too. I'm like, 5781, that leaves us a couple hundred years away from the 6,000 year mark, and God's not gonna do, he said it very clearly too. He said that a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. So that's 6,000 years. So that would be 6,000 years from creation. Then he said, I will return to you in 2 days, when Jesus was on the cross. That's 2,000 years. And he went to the cross, a lot of people are saying, in 28 AD. That's what I think Jay Justified saying that, or Will over at Worship and Watch. Also great people trying to discover and figure this out. I like Will over at Worship and Watch because you can just feel the Holy Spirit when he's on making his videos. You can just feel the Holy Spirit in the room with him. And I watch everything he does too. And then but anyway, he's at, Jesus would have been, they're at 28 AD. I think if I watch so much stuff and I have to remember who said what, but I believe Will said that, or Jay Justified said that he went to the cross at 28 AD. And so that would be 2,000 years, would be 2028 minus the 7 years. We're in 2021. And then they discovered that if you add up all the patriarchs of when they were born, and then Abraham, wow, that guy's dangerous. I don't even know what he's doing. Anyway, if you add up Abraham at the age of 75, you come to 2021. Everything is pointing to 2021. And then I'm discussing a little bit in Discord with a lady who said this all shouldn't be that difficult. It should be just as simple as pie. We should all know that it's 2021, and then we should all know that it's at the last trump on the Feast of Trumpets. Now there's a little discussion of when the Feast of Trumpets is. The Jews are saying it is September the 7th. I think it's the 7th or the 8th. When I do the math in Enoch, I come to September the 15th, and she's just using the equinox of September the 22nd, and then there's the equilux at September the 25th. So, but it doesn't matter because we're going to narrow it down. It's going to get narrowed down in Revelations 3:3. It clearly says that if you do not watch, you will not know the day or the hour. I don't know about you, but everybody on here is watching. I'm watching. I mean, everybody's out here just trying to figure this out, and that's the definition of a watcher, is we're trying to figure out when he's coming back. The concept of not trying to figure it out is silly. I mean, that's what we do. We're trying to figure it out. So it's narrowing down. It's really narrow. And you know, God had this time before the foundations of the world. This was no surprise. And literally everything that we're seeing now, because the book of Daniel is open and we're really beginning to understand everything that's going on, literally everything that's happening right now, we probably could have figured out 2,000 years ago when they wrote in the Bible, you know, that I'll be back in 2 days, or the age of the patriarchs and all that coming up to where we're at now. I think this stuff could have, but it wasn't, because we had the scales over our eyes. We couldn't see it, but now we're seeing it. And some people are just kind of hanging on, going, no, we can't know that stuff still, and I don't know where they come from, but of course we can. Amos 3:7 didn't say that, he was going to reveal his secret. Isn't that the biggest secret on the face of the earth right now, when he's coming back? Is there any other secret that's bigger right now than that? Once you're saved, the next thing you do, naturally, is you begin to try to figure out, when is he coming back? Now I'm saved, I'm excited. When's he coming back? And that's the excitement I feel when I watch Watchman Adam. I've been in this for many, many years, but just like the guy that owned the vineyard, he hired a group of people in the morning, hired a group of people at noon, hired a group of people in the afternoon, paid them all the same wage. I'm not one of those people who are up front that are upset that somebody else comes along and figures it out before me. I'll just be tickled to be there. I will accept my wage of whatever the new person got as well. It's going to be fantastic, and we're going to a place you can't even imagine. I was kind of daydreaming the other day that I'm going to get there. It's going to be this beautiful high-tech house. My house is going to be high-tech. It's going to have it's just going to be amazing. It's going to flow. Everything's going to flow perfectly. And in my garage, I'm going to have a mud truck. I'm going to have a sports car, and I'm going to have a Hayabusa motorcycle. But it's the city that's described in the Bible is absolutely monstrous in size. So either you think your way somewhere, or you jump on your Hayabusa and do 200 miles an hour to wherever it is you want to go. So, I don't know. That's just something to think about. It's going to be, people dream about, man, if I just had $1 million, my life would be great here on earth. That is still nothing compared to what God has in store for you in heaven. It's amazing. I read somewhere somebody said, God built the entire universe. Everything you see, he did it in 6 days. And on the seventh day, he rested. It's a big job. But when Jesus left 2,000 years ago, he went to prepare a place for you. Imagine, he spent 2,000 years preparing a place for you. How much greater that will be than the 6 days he spent creating the entire universe. Every detail is going to be perfect. It's going to be amazing. And that's what I look forward to. And trying to know the date, oh yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, just like everybody else. We're all trying to get there. So I'm still looking at September, sorry. Everybody jumped out of their seats. I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? Everybody's looking at August 22nd still, into the 23rd. That is a very high candidate for me. It is 70 days from when the flood began. I worked out Enoch, and the flood did begin on October the 31st. And if you walk backwards from October the 31st, you've got the 70 days from August 22nd to that flood point, to when it started to flood. So I don't know, Repo Man 64. We're gonna keep watching, and every little tidbit of information I hear from somebody, I'm bringing it here and tell it to you. All right, we'll talk to you later. Remember, I always save that for last. I should do it first. Remember, go to a quiet place by yourself. Nobody needs to know, and you don't need to tell anybody. And accept the Lord into your heart. And then once you're saved, go tell the world. But this is a private matter between you and your Father. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll come back and give you any information I find out.